welcome back to What's Up, Doc. I am Dr. Alexandra Weil, and I am a board-certified emergency medicine physician and a Olympic lifter. Today with me is my favorite coworker.
Hi everybody, I'm Miles Jenkin, also board-certified emergency physician and recovering endurance athlete, triathlete.
That kind of person that goes on and on and on and on and on. You just can't believe it. And you're like, can't they ever stop? It's like watching the Energizer Bunny.
It's painfully tedious, yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. All right, well, today we are talking about one of the most controversial of all supplements that's still on the market.
Surprisingly.
DHEA. That was bad.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
DHEA. So it's a mouthful.
Very difficult to pronounce, yeah.
D.
Yes.
Hydro. Epi.
Yes.
Androsterone.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
We're just going to call it DHEA because I am not saying that more than
Much
once.
easier.
Yes.
Totally agree.
So tell me a little bit about what you know about it.
So I know it's a precursor to the male and female sex hormones like testosterone, estrogen, naturally made by your own body from your adrenal glands. So you already have this in your body flowing everywhere, and it's been marketed lately for tons of different reasons.
Tons of
weight
stuff.
loss, muscle building, rebuilding your sex hormones, many different uses.
Depression,
yeah.
Mood disorder. I mean, they are
Everything.
labeling it
Yeah.
everything. You read something on the internet, it comes up, oh, try DHEA if it's somebody sponsoring the site, right?
Yeah.
What I know about it is that as it's broken down, we get testosterone and we get estrogen. And it doesn't matter that it's, the same, formula. It's going to be broken down by my body as well as the same thing for you. So, naturally, women and men have different levels of these hormones. So that's one of the things we're going to talk a little bit more about is that, as a precursor for a chemical, theoretically, that is changing the way we, build muscle or mass or even affect the things that our normal sex hormones affect. Things like hair growth, voice, broadness of, the chest, things like just basics, right?
Mm-hmm. Muscle growth, hair growth. It's interesting that there's actually more studies on this than some of the other supplements we're looking at. Some of it positive, some of it negative. I think there's not a lot of great evidence, especially from an endurance athlete perspective, that this would be extremely beneficial. And there are some side effects, as you mentioned, that can definitely be pretty common in people.
So there are two main studies that I'd like to talk about. The first one was a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, which to us, randomized, to us, this is like the ultimate best type of study out there. You're, testing a product, you're doing it without the people who are testing for it, the people who are getting it, they don't know what they're getting or not getting. And then, you have two groups that you compare. So this is like the best type of study you want to see.
Absolutely.
In order to make a judgment on. Well, they did one on DHEA, and they took a group of women and a group of men, and they gave them 50 milligrams daily, and they looked at a huge parameter of attributes, everything from muscle mass all the way down to perceived strength, endurance.
Yeah.
It was a huge bunch of things, everything from measurable entities to perceived entities.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, not much.
Yeah.
Not much. The conclusion said not really anything that we could pinpoint for sure was because of DHEA.
No benefit they could attribute to the DHEA. Yeah.
Right. There was a second study, and this one was in 2010, and it was by a journal called Endocrinology and Metabolism Clinics of North America. I guess it's not something that's widely read, but listen, it was
Can't
good
say
study.
I subscribe to that one, but
No. But in this study, what they did was they looked at all the other studies. They summarized them, and basically their conclusion was, nah, not effective. Basically, they quoted as saying, DHEA is still more myth than reality. So, side effects. Because you always have to say, all right, maybe it doesn't work, but is it worth trying?
Yeah.
So,
Is the downside outweighing the benefit or vice versa?
correct.
Yeah.
So, some negative side effects are
Hair loss.
hair loss, and
In men.
women as well.
Yeah, men and women. Yeah. You can have decreased sperm production in men, decreased testicle size.
Right.
Um,
You can have breast mass
Mhm.
in men,
men, yeah.
menstrual irregularities in women,
Mhm.
facial hair growth in women.
Women, yeah.
So there's a lot of side effects that we see when you use a supplement that gets broken down into hormone-like or hormones.
And then depending on the formula, I was reading a lot about adverse GI side effects, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. So, it seems like for this one, for me, the downsides outweigh the benefits of it.
So I think we are probably ready to rate it.
I'm probably ready.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Oh, sorry, DHEA.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we really pretty much summarized it already. Risk benefit, it's too much risk.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, guys, for
Thanks,
tuning
everybody.
in. I want everybody to subscribe.
Like, subscribe,
and
comments
follow
on the
us.
channel.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.